going to talk about how your presentation, or a possible idea of how your presentation could look. So you're going to have your intro page, your intro slide. Then you're going to have your introduction, which is basically why you chose your city compared to Oakland. You definitely want to put your data table somewhere, and you have to have at least 8 points. Here I have less than 8, but this is just an example. And then there's the linear model. So I individually took pictures of my linear model for San Diego, and then I didn't put my data for Oakland yet because this is again an example. In your linear model, you at least have to talk about what you got for your linear model using your vocabulary and talking about it and making connections with other stuff. So here's an example. And here is my quadratic model. So here I took a separate screenshot for my San Diego quadratic model, and then I didn't do Oakland, but that's because you will be doing that work. I talked about coefficient determination, all of that. My exponential model, so I did the same thing. So like I said, if you didn't take separate screenshots of each individual model, you can always go back and do it again. If you can't do that, you could, like I said, include all this information talking about the exponential model. As long as you have the screenshot of all three is what you need. Similarities and differences, you need to have at least 6. So here I only have 4. And when I'm asking for the similarities and differences, I'm talking about the model of best fit. So for example, for San Diego, my model of best fit is going to be a quadratic model because the r squared is 0.994. I also have the actual quadratic equation that fits that model. So I don't want this, I want the actual equation, and that's going to be the one that I'm going to be using in my similarities and differences. And I believe when I did my Oakland, I also got a quadratic model, so that's what I'm going to use when I talk about similarities and differences. You're also going to use the best fit for Oakland and your city when you make your predictions. And use your vocabulary words whenever you see fit. You can even put your vocabulary words in the notes section as long as I could see it when you make your Google Slides. So this is just a suggestion. Make sure you have everything that is outlined in your rubric and in the checklist.